It's another Wonderkid squad breakdown attribute test thing, whatever we're saying on the channel. They've gone down pretty well. You guys loving them, and you've all requested professionalism. Not all, but a lot of you. It's been requested more than any other attribute, to be honest. And yes, and I think it's an important one. Very important for the development of Wonderkids. But how important? Well, here we are today to answer those questions that at least 3 of you are asking. So for you 3, this one's for you. For the rest of you, stick around. It's probably going to be a good one. And we're in the Vanarama National League once again. Of course we are. And today we are with, drum roll please, Eastleigh. Richard Hill, Dick Hill is in charge, and here we go. Let's put a bit of professionalism in there. There you go. Professionalism is 1, and they've all got 90 current ability, 200 potential ability. As always, they've all got a future transfer to Saudi Arabia. Now, also in the comments, people have commented saying, I'm always surprised, as in I'm always surprised, not they're surprised. They are saying, you are always surprised, Jay, right? Yeah, you get what I'm saying. I am always surprised that when the players get transferred away, the club never spends all that money. Well, the reason for that is because I give them too much money. I think the limit is like 2.1 billion or something. So when I have every player leaving, 24 players leaving at 100 million a pop, 2.4 billion, not going to happen. So 25 million a piece, because they're already getting to about a billion. So I thought 25 million, that will probably be enough. That's what? 500 mil, so they probably have 1.5 bill to then go and spend and actually accelerate up through the leagues if they get to that £1 billion. But if not, they'll have 500 million, so hopefully they'll actually do something all right. Anyway, they're all going to Saudi Arabia in 2045. So we've got 22 years of one professionalism team to try and get up there. Of course, as ever, there's a transfer embargo for Eastleigh, so they can't buy anyone else in the meantime. So they're just going to have to suck it and see and hope these players get them there. Now, if you can see here, some eagle-eyed viewers will notice players that you do not recognise, because I've had to change some of the regen faces because it glitched out and I didn't know which ones I'd used. So I've now started making folders rather than going back and just working out which ones have been used and put them back in. I've decided to completely redo the team of new regen faces. Some of them may look slightly similar, but there you go. We're running through the whole squad. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Some of you have requested how to do that. I just copied Clates' video. So go type in Clates Midjourney on YouTube and you'll find it. I could do a video, but it would just be me copying what Clates did. And go and give him the views. Not that he needs them, but shout out to Clates. You don't know who I am. Right. This has been such admin, the start of this. Shambles already, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute shambles. Welcome to the channel. If you've been here before, you expect this. If you've not been here before, what a video to come for your first time ever. Let's go through a year and see if they get out of the Vanarama National League. First time of asking. Well, they did. They've only gone and got promoted at the first time of asking via the playoffs. They finished 6th. 9 points behind York City, who missed out in the playoffs. But look at that. Well, let's have a look at the playoffs and we'll look at the tree. Eastleigh beating Woking 2-0, then beating York 2-0, and then beating Rochdale 2-0. It was a trifecta of 2-0s for Eastleigh. Winger 3, centre mid 3 with the goals in the final. Winger 4 in defensive midfield with the goals in the semis. And the quarters was centre forward 1 and centre forward 2. In terms of the Vanarama National League then, Dipo Akinyemi was the top goal scorer. Not a single player for Eastleigh was in the top 3. 17 was third. That's pretty abysmal, if I'm being honest. Doesn't fill me with confidence going forward. How have they improved then? Let's have a look at the actual squad themselves. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, it's a shambles, isn't it? It's an absolute shambles. Quite a few of them are in the England under-21s. Under-19, sorry. Loads of them in the England under-19 team. But this is an absolute shambles, isn't it? 104 for 2 of them. And hey, goalkeeper 2 is finally getting an outing rather than goalkeeper 1. In the previous 4 videos for work rate and determination, max and minimum, goalkeeper 1 was just the preferred option. Don't know why. Anyway, 104 is not great for a first season. Half the squad, half the first team over 100, a few in the high 90s, but this doesn't bode well, does it? Let's have a look at League 2 then. Are they expected to go up? Because every time we've gone up, they've been expected to go up as a canter. Yeah, 5 to 6 in terms of the odds. They think Eastleigh are going to go up back to back. Well, go and find that out, shall we? Go through another year. Okay, 10th. 10th for Eastleigh. Richard Hill has kept his job. He's kept his job, but I don't know how. I mean, I suppose getting promoted and then finishing 10th is fine, but the media thought you were going to finish top. Disappointing. In terms of the season preview this season, it's now 5-4 on. 4 players in the media Dream 11. If we look at the actual squad themselves, yeah, still some in the 90s. They're obviously not playing much. Low in the 100s, and a few of them have broken up into the 110s, the 1-teens. 116 is the top, but after 2 years, that's not great. That's not great, is it? To be perfectly honest. Yeah, it's disappointing. Are they going to be able to go up at the second time of asking from League 2? Do you know, in previous experiments, this is spoiler for the work rate and determination ones, they have, despite the drawbacks and the flaws, have made it to the Premier League in reasonably efficient fashion. You know, the ball starts rolling with the progression and they do get themselves through to the Premier League. The unfortunate thing is, I don't see it here. They might get there. I don't see any trophies for this team already after 2 seasons, and I've not seen the results. You guys know, if you've been here before on the channel, you know I don't look at it. Well, you don't know, but I think you probably guessed that I don't because of how I react sometimes. I'm not an actor. Anyway, personality here for this geezer is fairly loyal. 1 professionalism. I mean, fairly loyal feels like a good personality trait. Well, professionalism at 1. Awful. Unprofessional should be this personality trait. Should say unprofessional. I think some of the negative personality traits can't be done by players that are in the base game, and because I've added them in the editor, these players are actually factored in as in the base game, I believe. Let's test this out. Eastleigh left back 2, we've just exported his attribute template because he's hidden attributes. Fairly loyal, okay? If we have a look at Chris Griffiths, let's just import the attribute template. Fairly loyal, okay. Right, fine. Completely ignore all that. I could cut it out, but, you know, why not? Why not leave it in, eh? Give you guys a peek behind the curtain of some of the things that I test out and look at. There we go. Right, so they didn't go up, and they're still favourites on, of course. Yes, 5-4 on to go up as champions. 3 promotion spots automatically, and 1 via the playoffs. So, they don't go up this season. I don't know. Be a damning indictment for the team. Well, let's jump through another year. But before we do that, the momentum on the channel at the minute is insane. The amount of subscribers and views that have been coming in. So please keep that momentum going. If you've not subscribed already yet, please do so. There's a lot more there on the channel. There's a hell of a lot more coming. And if you want to be involved in some of that, leave a comment down below on things you'd like to see, because this video has literally been commented in a previous video. I mean, I was going to get to professionalism, so it would have come, but it's been accelerated up the queue because it's been requested. So yeah, you want to see something? Let me know and subscribe. Champions. Okay, I'm going to backtrack. I don't know what happened in that second season. I don't know what happened, but they've gone up as champions by 8 points, and they were inside the automatic promotion places. Wrexham finishing 4th, 18 points to be fair, and Wrexham were actually 4th, and they went up via the playoffs. So in terms of top goal scorers, 72 goals. The top goal scorer was Paul Mullin on 19, and you can see Eastleigh centre forward 3 got 19 as well in 36 games. Not sure why Paul Mullin's got the top goal scorer spot, considering he scored 30, played in 38 games. The extra assist, maybe? I don't know. It's the first time someone has been in the top goal scorer charts for Eastleigh. Let's have a look at Eastleigh then. Carl Robinson is in charge. Well, Richard Hill retired from management. Okay. He's gone and got promoted to League 1, and then he's left. Retired from management. Carl Robinson's come in. He got promoted to Colchester, was League 2 manager of the season. They've stayed up in League 1, and he's left to go to Eastleigh, who have also come up. Well, he must see something in the squad. Carl must think this squad's got something. And I'll be honest with you, obviously Eastleigh goalkeeper 2 is playing a hell of a lot, so that's where the development's coming in. The game time, 124. I'm going to tell you now, we'll take the goalkeeper out of the equation. The goalkeeper's probably going to get to the highest. I don't think he's going to get past 175. I don't see anybody else breaking 170. I think there's probably only going to be maybe 2 or 3 that get into the 160s. That's my prediction. They're all still in the 110s. A few of them still not even over 100. They're probably never even getting over 110. Because they're not playing enough and we're getting too high up the leagues. I mean, he's injured. What's he been doing? Suffered a hip injury in training. Expected to be out for 2 to 3 months. He's never playing, is he? Cam 2. He is. He's coming off the bench a bit. I mean, not playing a lot, is he? Anyway, right. League 1 then. let's have a look at the preview. And again, 4-5, 5-4. I mean, it's flip reversed, Blazing Squad style, the odds this time. That means you put £4 on, you get £5 back. People have been explaining this in the comments because I'm assuming you're getting absolutely fuming with me not understanding the odds. And I get it. I get why you're probably annoyed. Just doesn't compute in my brain. So if I've got that wrong, to the lovely people who've commented and put me right and told me what it is, if I've got that the wrong way around, I apologise. I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm just an idiot. Favourites to win the league. Will they do it? Well, 2027, here we come. They did not. 16th. Abysmal. Danny Cowley's in charge. Carl Robinson got sacked. Not surprising, to be honest. They were expected to be champions and they finished 16th. I mean, to be fair, there's quite a few teams on 57 and a couple on 58, 59. So a win gets you up to 60 points. In 11th, Lincoln there, so they could be leapfrogging Lincoln. I mean, would they leapfrog Lincoln? -2 goal difference? I don't know. It depends who they beat. But, you'd be mid-table. They'd be mid-table. So it'd look a hell of a lot better with one more win. Very tight, lower mid-table there. Quite a tight league, to be fair. I mean, if you look at the top there, top two, only a point separate them. The playoffs have probably got quite a bit of a gulf, but Bolton going up 13 points further back, and then you've got 7 points separating 6 teams there as well. So it's very tight, very tight. 52 points is actually going down. So I'm talking about a win. A couple of more losses where instead of wins could have gone down. I mean these experiments that we're doing, we've never been relegated from League One. We get to the Premier League and we've been relegated from that as the players depreciate in their mid-30s. But never this early, in the early 20s. So 16th they were. 127 in the 120s, a few of them 1-teens. Really bad. I mean, look at this. Antonio Cruz, 22 current ability, 77 potential ability. What's he even doing? Oh, these faces, they're so bad. Looks like he's half taking his makeup off. So in terms of the season preview, actually Birmingham are now the favourites to win the league and Eastleigh are favourites to be second place. Still on for automatic promotion, 5-2. Are the odds. And is that... are they going to get stuck in League One? Well, 2028, here we come. Let's find out. Now, the Olympus champions. They have one season in the league where they're meant to be going up as champions. They do horrifically, and then they go up as champions the following season. So they had one season in League Two where they did pretty bad. Did they do pretty bad? They didn't do great, did they? Mid-table, wasn't it? Was it 10th? Was it 10th? It didn't happen 90 minutes into the record. That probably happened about 8 minutes ago, and I've already forgotten. Sleep deprivation, ladies and gentlemen. Sleep deprivation. Babies are the devil. Only joking, he's amazing. Right, they've gone up as champions. 66 goals. Not a lot of goals, to be honest. And that's joint top. Joint top goal scorers. Who got Golden Boot? Yusuf Chemiti. No one from Eastleigh has managed to get in the top goal scorer charts once again. Oh dear. 36 conceded, goal difference of 30. They kept it quite tight at the back. 9 points they won by. Plymouth winning the playoffs. And we finally had a bit of movement. Some professionalism has changed. We've got 2s for a couple of players, but they're not looking great, are they? 120s and 130s. In terms of the championship, the media now think that they're going to be 33-1. They're going to be in the championship mid-table. So, do you know what? In the interest of keeping this a little bit quicker, because this is rumbling on, this experiment, normally we do keep going till we get to the Premier League before we do bigger jumps. I'm going to jump through 2 years now to 2030 and see how we're getting on. Oh, wow. Eastleigh, 48 points. Oh my God. Eastleigh won their last 3 games of that season. So they were on 39 points. They would have been bottom. And they've won the last 3 games, which has taken them to 20th. I mean, other teams might have been lower. They might have won a few games as well. But 3 in a row, that feels like a great end to the season. And they've literally just saved themselves by the skin of their teeth. And then finishing mid-table the following season in 12th. Season preview this season says they're going to finish in 6th. As you can... The Media Dream 11, Manchester United have been relegated. I was just looking then. I didn't even notice that. I just saw Onana and I thought, who's Onana playing for? And I came back and then I've just seen Rashford, Fernandez. It's not even funny. I'm a United fan. But I'm sure for you lot, it's hilarious. They finished 35 points, the same as Wolves and Southampton. Wolves got 109 points for going to administration. United were Conference League the season before in 8th, 10th. United have been all right in this experiment. They've not done too badly. They've been getting in Europe quite a lot. And then for some reason, I don't know what's happened here. They've just gone down. Roger Schmidt is in charge. Eric Ten Hag got sacked. Well, I don't know what's just happened. Right, Juan V. Pinardo is in charge. We've had a few different managers. We've had Danny Cowley who got sacked. We've had Naki Wells who also got sacked. little bit harsh if you ask me. And there you go. We are now 24 years young. We've got 3s and 2s for quite a bit of the professionalism. A few in the 140s, quite a few in the 130s, one player in the 120s, and then the rest in the teens and the 100s and 90s. But not good enough. They're not good enough at 24. Like their formative years. The best player here has improved 54 attribute points in 7 years. 7 more years of development to 31, even though it's a hell of a lot slower. Even if he matched that 54, he's still not getting to 200. So professionalism is an absolute crucial attribute. I mean, I think we all knew that, but look at the level. Look at the level of how important it is. Anyway, season preview. They think that Eastleigh are going to go up. They think Eastleigh can get into the playoffs. Well, we go one more year. I just want to see if United absolutely walk this league. I don't know how they're down here. He wants to leave. I mean, he's 35 years old. I mean, they are getting on a bit. They've just not replaced the players, have they? United did win it. The United went up. 99 points. Eastleigh finishing in 8th. Juan Pinado has stayed as the manager. I think we're going to stick around too long here. The players, 150. Eastleigh left back 2 has got to 150. Capped at under 20 level. Never capped for England. I don't think any of them are going to get capped by England, to be fair. Understandably. Tony Mowbray is in charge of England again. This keeps happening. Tony Mowbray keeps getting the England job. And I'll be honest with you, I don't understand how. Unemployed at the start. Or is he at Sunderland? I think he's at Sunderland. I don't know what's happened here with the timeline, but he's at Sunderland then, I guess. Went to Everton and he's gone to become the England manager. This is the new Ralph watch, isn't it? Speaking of Ralph, should we have a look where Ralph is? For those who've been asking in the comments, he's the manager of Wales. The manager of Wales. He's been to Saudi. He's going to get himself a bloody payday. Go on, Ralph. He was at Norwich for a bit. Then he went to Burnley, got relegated, then got promoted, and then he went and got himself a little bit of a payday in Saudi Arabia. Go on, Ralph. He's on 7.5k a week. He was there in 2020. He was there in 2029. I just want to go and see what Ralph was getting when he was at Al Ittihad. Oh, only 45.5k. That's underwhelming. Right, we're in 2031, so we'll go to 2034. Hopefully they'll have got into the Premier League by then. Well, the first season, 2031-32, they did. They went up via the playoffs. Oh, and they came straight back down. 27th. Oh, and then finishing 3rd. They finished 3rd this season, and that's where the media thought they'd finish. Fair play to them. Big Ange has come and taken the job. Well, Juan Pinado left the manager role to go to Middlesbrough. Big Ange, he left, sacked as manager of Tottenham in 2025. Hired as the Coventry manager, got relegated from the Premier League, sacked as Coventry manager, went to Bristol City and left Bristol City to come to Eastleigh in 2032. Go on, Ange. And his squad of players, well, Eastleigh goalkeeper 2 is at 1, 5, 9 and 6 professionalism. We've got loads of 4s and 5s, a couple of 3s, 2s and 1s, and we've got quite a few in the 150s and a couple in the 140s, 136. But as a squad, it's not looking amazing, is it? I mean, look at these players. They're decent enough to get out of the Championship and maybe get yourself to the Premier League, but some of them are not good enough. That's the thing. Some of them are really not good enough. But they have been up there. They came back down. So can they get back again? They finished 3rd just then. It was 2035. I think they might do it. And they did. They've only gone and got themselves promoted, finishing in 2nd place, 8 points behind the champions Leicester. And Big Ange has taken them to the Premier League. He's not moved from it 159 and we're still in the 150s for quite a lot of players. 29 years old. I said, I don't think any of them are going to get past 170. I'd be surprised if only think a couple are going to get past 160. Not even the goalkeeper's got to 160 at this point. Professionalism has moved up a bit, but not enough in the formative years. It's moving up later on in their careers as their abilities are stagnating. In terms of the Premier League, Newcastle are the holders and they think Eastleigh are going to go down in 19th. Well, let's go through just 1 year to 2036 and see if they do go down. 16th, they've managed to stay up and they finished 3 points outside the relegation zone. It's not glamorous reading, is it? They still think they're going to finish second bottom, 700 to 1 to win it. Derby 2000 to 1. And Ange is still there. Big Ange is still in charge. Eastleigh goalkeeper 2 has got to 160. We've got quite a few in the 150s, but they're going to start to decline now. They're at 30 years old. And how far are they going to fall? This has been hands down the worst their bad team has done. The low attribute team, work rate and determination did not have this much of an impact. They still was relative success in some capacity. These guys, they've been in the Premier League 2 seasons. Once they went down straight away in 19th, they've just survived by 3 points. Will he survive again? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to jump through 2 years to 2038, and I bet they'll be back in the Championship. Well, they finished 15th 2 seasons ago, so they've finished 3 seasons in a row they're going to be in the Premier League. 16th, 15th. Can they finish 14th? 19th. Relegated with 17 points with Portsmouth. Relegated with Man United again. Man United are relegated again. That's the second time in this experiment. I demand a resim. Like, I almost feel like I'm doing an experiment with them. Putting one determination on them. Don't need to do that. They're already bad enough. Hey. I bet Championship then. Eastleigh are in the Championship, and the season preview says they're going to get relegated. Oh no, sorry, they're going to finish 8th. They were relegated. Man United only 16-1 on to go up. I mean, he looks a good player. How has he got relegated from the Premier League? Driven personality as well. Abysmal United have been. And Eastleigh are now in the Championship, and I think we're going to be in the Championship. I think they're going to go down to League One. I think they're going to go further down. We're going to jump through to the end. Marco Rose is now in charge. What happened to Ange? He retired from management, fair enough. Ruben Sellers did not stay for long. Eastleigh goalkeeper 2 has got to 162. Has he been capped by England? He's in the international squad. Oh, 42 caps. He's been capped loads. He's been capped absolutely loads. No wonder his professionalism is improving. It's probably because he's playing for England. And Eastleigh winger 1 has also been capped at 149. So we've got a few in the 150s, but at 32 years young, they all are going to start declining more. So what we're going to do is, they're in the Championship. I think they're probably going to stay in the Championship for the next few years. Let's go to 2041 and see the decline and how they're sort of getting on at 2041 and 35 years old, 4 years before they will go to Saudi Arabia. Okay, so Eastleigh finished 11th in that season where Man United went back up as champions. So yeah, oof. Then Eastleigh finishing 20th. Norwich and Sheffield United both going into administration. Still well clear of the drop zone. Eastleigh in 20th. Oh, this doesn't look good. They're going to League One. Oh, God, bottom. Hull, 12 points deducted for administration, and they still finished ahead of them on goal difference, but still. Yeah, Eastleigh are down. So Eastleigh are in League One next season. And the season preview states, oh, God, 9th. They're not going to do it, are they? Trent is in charge. I mean, you try and just rattle through things. I mean, Craig Bellamy was the assistant manager and his caretaker manager, and then he's gone to Leeds as assistant manager. I mean, it's just a game that keeps on giving. I mean, Craig Bellamy there. Trent Alexander-Arnold is the manager of Eastleigh, and he has been for, well, I'm not sure how long. 54 days. He's going to get sacked, isn't he? Because they're going to be just getting worse and worse. The squad themselves, oh, look at how bad they all are. I mean, they've only gone down to 90 where their current ability started. And we've got a few players in reasonable professionalism, but look at this. One's teens, 120, 151. He's still at 151, fair play. 79 caps for England. Eastleigh goalkeeper 2 did very, very well for his career. Is he still getting capped? Is he not retired from international football? Kevin Nolan's in charge of the England team. Tony Mowbray resigned as a World Cup winner. As a World Cup winner, ladies and gentlemen. Let that sink in. I don't know what's going on now. Like, I'm so sleep deprived because of my baby, yeah? I genuinely think this might be a fever dream. But I'm recording this, and I'll go and edit it, and then you guys will get to watch it. So, I tell you what, at this point, let me know in the comments down below, what has been the weirdest thing you've seen in this experiment so far? Because I don't even know where to begin. Tony Mowbray is a World Cup winner, Trent is the bloody manager of Eastleigh, or United getting relegated twice. I mean, for the memes, no one's going to say United getting relegated twice. Or United only getting relegated twice will probably be the meme, because United are crap at the minute. Anyway, Ryan Scott, get yourself a bloody haircut, mate. Jesus. Oh, dear. Good player, though, isn't he? Right. 2045, let's go to the end. Will he still be in League 2 or League 1? Or will they be down in the depths? Well, they're not in League 2. Relegated. 22nd, they got relegated in 2041-42. Oh, 19th. Then the following season, 24th. So they're back in the Vanarama National League, where they finished 5th. The Vanarama National League, where they finished 5th, and they're about to lose all their players for reasonable money. In terms of money, they've actually got £291 million in the bank, and they've got about 500 million coming in. So they're going to have best part of £800 million in the bank. Will they be able to turn that? I mean, season budget, 158 million. Will they going to be able to do anything with it? Who knows? They've won no trophies. Professionalism is an absolute crucial attribute. It absolutely seems. They're all about to go to Saudi Arabia. As always, I've simulated forward a little bit further just to see how the money affects them and if they can get themselves back up the leagues. How far have I gone? I'm not sure. Let's have a look. We've only come back 5 years, only 5 years into the future. They've got £210 million in their balance, £126 million season budget. They're still in the Vanarama National League. Like, what on earth? They've been in the Vanarama National League ever since. I mean, okay, they finished in the top three the last 3 seasons, but rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Right. £602 million. They spent 100k. Following season, they made a profit of nearly £400,000. Again, spending 3.5k more than they sold. Actually spending a bit of money there, 155k. Making a profit. Ridiculous. Spend your bloody money, Eastleigh. What's the squad saying? It's wages. Oh my God, look at what they spend on wages. This guy, Jacob Sesse and Tero Laskiken, he's on 73k a week. AI strikes again. Yeah, so they've done nothing in these last 5 years. Shambles. Well, I mean, we're going to look at this player, and we're going to look. That is £73,000 a week, ladies and gentlemen. £73,000 a week they're paying for him. 45 caps for Finland, it appears. So that is it for today's experiment. What an interesting one it was. It was absolutely crazy, wasn't it? I've got no words. If you enjoyed it, please do drop a like on it. Leave a comment down below of anything you thought, anything you want to contribute to this shambles of an experiment. Other attribute ones you want to come in the future, let me know. Any other ideas for experiments, again, please let me know. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, because the momentum's absolutely flying, and I'm really hoping by the time this comes out, we're over 5,000. Merry Christmas. I don't know when this is coming out, but yeah, Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy holidays, whatever you celebrate over this time of year. Hope you're having a lovely time with you and your loved ones. And yeah, most importantly, gang, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. I'm knackered after that one.